What up? I moved to the sun so you guys can see my beautiful face in all its glory. I watched the Grand Budapest Hotel for the first time, and you must think, pass. You call yourself a cinephile. I don't. But you've never watched the Grand Budapest Hotel. Correct. However, yesterday at 11:30, my world changed, and I just want to talk about it because I really liked it. It's such a witty movie. It's actually such a witty, lovely movie. It's the same type of vibe to Knives Out, but Knives Out I didn't like that much. It was great, it was fun, it was cute. I would never rewatch Knives Out. It doesn't hit a chord. Now Grand Budapest Hotel hits not just one chord, the whole goddamn piano. Like Beethoven was flipping playing. I love Wes Anderson. So this is my formal apology to Wes Anderson. In year 10. In year 10, take 4. In year 10, I tried to make conversation with the guy next to me. I know the guy next to me somewhat liked watching movies. He liked to dabble in a few movies. Extended long form art, media, yes. And Wes Anderson was coming out with a new movie then. I think it was Asteroid City. He was coming out with Asteroid City. So I was like, perfect. So I turned around, are you a fan of Wes Anderson? Keep in mind, at that time, I've only watched one Wes Anderson movie, and that was Fantastic Mr. Fox. I watched it when I was really young, and I hated Fantastic Mr. Fox. I just deeply disliked it. I'm never going to rewatch Fantastic Mr. Fox. I am not interested in giving it another try. I'm not curious to see if I enjoy it any differently. Right now in my life, I don't want to rule it out of my life completely because, hey, who knows? Literally tomorrow, I might be like, I want to watch Fantastic Mr. Fox. And you know what? I don't care. If I have a change of heart like that, I have a change of heart like that. And I did something silly. He was like, no, I don't like Wes Anderson. And I'm like, oh my god, same. And this guy has the cheek to respond to me. So why did you ask? There's something called a conversation, mate. I'm actually appalled by the low level of socialness. He sits next to me in economics right now. So guys, I'm not freed from the shackles. So this is why I want to give a formal apology to Wes Anderson, because I feel like when he sees me, he's just going to know that I had that conversation. He's not going to know, but he's going to sense, sorry, I'm moving the camera so much. He's going to sense that my energy is off, that I insulted his work in the past, and I did, and I'm sorry. Because I was wrong. And I don't admit that I'm wrong most of the time, because I'm never wrong. However, in this occasion, I am wrong. And Wes Anderson is a genius. He is a genius like no other genius out there. He can see art in a blank canvas. He can see the beauty in the mundane and work his magic to make it a utopia. He is so addictive and alluring and charismatic with his art form. It is humbling to me, a watcher, sit down and be exposed to this and know this is what people in the world can create. It's an honor. It's an honor that I'm able to consume such intelligence. I just love everything. Not just that it looks pretty, but like just the way he gets his actors to move across his movies, across the scenes, is so witty and fun, but also mysterious. It's just so captivating. So the Grand Budapest Hotel was one of the movies that I hear so much about. Like, this is amazing, this is great, this is like the best movie of all time. To the extent like you get scared when you watch it and it's like, even that good, because you have such high expectations for it. I'm trying to think of an example, but one doesn't come to mind. But anyway, so I was scared this was going to be the case. There was a bit of me that was scared because it was just hyped up so insanely much. And I was not a single bit disappointed. Therefore, I rated it a 4.5 on Letterboxd. And I tend to be pretty harsh on my Letterboxd, not going to lie. There's only a few 5 stars. My Letterboxd is not reflective of what I watch, because many times I don't log what I watch. other times I don't have a letterbox when I watch in really good cinema. It's like it really all depends. Like the Phoenician Scheme, I watched the Phoenician Scheme. It was so good. It was so good. I loved the Phoenician Scheme. That is a rewatch. And I like, oh my god, it was so amazing. It was such a good movie. What was better, the Phoenicians came out, Grand Budapest Hotel? I need to think. Okay, I'm not gonna, having seen both, they have the same formula. I have this problem. I really enjoy a movie just after watching it, and then I have to let it set. Because I think I overemphasize how much it's good just after watching a movie. So that's why I'm really trying to consider that when judging. Do I like Phoenician Scheme or the Grand Budapest Hotel? But one thing that has me in awe every time I watch his movies is the way he can so efficiently create a character. Like, one thing I love in movies, here's the thing with me. I put so much emphasis in character development, in the character in the movie over the plot. And a good character, like, look at my favorite movies. Scarface. I love his character. Or, love's not the correct word. I like the character building. Look at Lost in Translation. I like the character building. I put a lot of emphasis on the characters in a movie. And he's just able to provide both character and plot, and efficiently. Because how did I get the main characters very well in an hour 40? That's impressive. That is objectively impressive. To just create a character so efficiently. What makes a good movie is when I empathize with the character, and I just empathize with them like so much, and there wasn't much to work with. He's just so efficient with it, and every single thing is purposeful, which I love, because movies now, you see directors do things just to advance the plot, but no, every single detail is a standalone. Its purpose is independent from everything else in the movie. Therefore, no scene is a placeholder scene. Every scene has a reason to be there, a function. Everything's captivating. Like, there is not one moment where you're waiting for the next scene. Oh my god, it was so good. It was actually so good. And like, not to mention the cinematography, beautiful. But what I really liked is the camera movement. What I love is, again, in the Phoenician Scheme, how he used the camera, how he just positions the scene. It's so cool how it follows the background, not the characters. It's so entrancing. I'm entranced. I just really like that. And what I really liked is also the change in lens, I want to say. I was like, I don't know, 16:9 one point, and it was rectangle and it was square. I really liked that. And so much about it is about companionship. It's about companionship and relationships, because the plot is so good. But again, I've watched 2 Wes Anderson movies of that sort, and I bet Fantastic Mr. Fox is about this. It's just, again, I don't really remember it. It's just about relationships and the people around you. With Phoenician Scheme is the dad and his daughter, the nun. And then with Grand Budapest Hotel is the lobby boy and the concierge. It's beautiful. It's a really beautiful story of like bringing people just close together. It's honestly inspiring. I don't know how this man works. He is a genius to me. It's this like beautiful form of maximalism, not just in the visuals, but also in the intangible. Like, the characters are so maximalists in their own way. None of them are subtle. They're so clear and unapologetically them. It's so, you know what they are. They're this or that. They're not, this gives me a bit of, I don't know. Like, they're an open book in a way, but they're not trying to force feed you their character. It's more of you are able to access them. It's not them convincing you to access them. I love how he also separates his movies in parts. It's so fun and witty. It really just removes the seriousness of it. It's like, oh, in the end, it's all just a story. It makes me think of Quentin Tarantino. He separates a lot of his movies in parts. And I just think it doesn't take itself too seriously. He's so good in casting. I've never seen, like, none of the characters in across the two movies, I wasn't left thinking unfulfilled with any of the characters or any of the performances. He's just such an insane weaver of all these elements. It's inspiring. The art he makes is actually so truly inspiring. He knows how to leave the casino high. He's not trying to drag along the plot. He's satisfied with what he's created and he leaves. He doesn't try to milk every chance there is, which you see in a lot of shows or movies, where they're trying to tell you everything. Leave when it's high. Leave when you're in a high. And that's what he does. He's just confident. You can see from his creation, he is confident in himself. He knows he's a goddamn good director, filmmaker. He knows what he's doing. And he doesn't have to prove it to anyone else. It's more of a, I'm doing this because I like to do it. And I know it's good. And I'm indifferent to the fact how you guys respond to it. It's just really good. Yeah, I must say the Grand Budapest Hotel is better than Phoenician Scheme, even though Phoenician Scheme comes at a really close second. I really like Phoenician Scheme. My friend recommended Royal Tenenbaums, which, again, so excited to watch. I just love it. It's weird, and I like it in the best way possible. It's weird in all the right ways. It really scratches my brain. It's like, this is the type of unconventional, it's not too unconventional, but it's like nice. Oh, I love it. I feel like the only reason why I do think that Phoenician Scheme does have a +1 is because of Michael Cera. I love Michael Cera. I love Michael Cera. A movie about a girl who reads a book about a man who hears a story about a lobby boy who meets a man who runs a hotel for which the story, the book, and the movie are named for. I love that. I'm going to write a letter to Wes Anderson asking him to be the interior designer for my home. For real. He lived, he served camp, then he died. For real. The Grand Budapest Hotel is a film with which Wes Anderson finally answers his critiques, and the message could not be clearer or more immaculately embossed. Go freak yourselves. And ever since 2003, The Life Aquatic made it obvious that the filmmaker has exactly zero interest in apologizing for his affections. Rather than trying to show the naysayers that he's capable of more than they think, Anderson has instead devoted himself improving the value of what they think he is, rather than broadening his film universe. Anderson has narrowed, deepened, and dimensionalized it. The framing device, I love the framing device, of the Grand Budapest Hotel would be enough in and of itself to continue Anderson's inward trajectory. The story unfolding via a simple nesting doll structure. Yes, that's such a good way to put it. That allows the filmmaker to practically incept himself. But the Grand Budapest Hotel isn't the most Wes Anderson film because of how densely it delivers all the familiar tropes and fetishes. Miniatures, orphans, character dangling from high places. No, his eighth feature is a logical leap further down the rabbit hole of his own imagination, because it's the first Wes Anderson movie that's about Wes Anderson movies. I'm kind of lost. The Grand Budapest Hotel is a capture comedy about how the rise of fascism in the 1930s robbed the entire continent of its civility. Honestly, yeah, it's like, they kept saying this, I think they repeated it twice, about how humanity has changed. And it was, I forgot the line. I'm gonna try to find it. To be frank, I think his world has vanished long before he ever entered it. But I will say he certainly sustained an illusion with marvelous grace. I'm in love with this man. I'm actually in love with his stuff, and I want to say thank you. I want to say sorry from what I described in the beginning, and then I want to say thank you. Thank you for producing such marvelous art for all of us to enjoy. Thanks. I aspire to reach such a authentic stage of creativity that he has reached, that satisfies himself, and make art from that. Like Wes Anderson, Rosalia, like all these people, I'm inspired by them. If you want to follow my Letterboxd team, I have a few things that I said about The Matrix. I remember that's like one of the last things I rated, and my Letterboxd is Basma is too sexy.